Good evening, my fellow Boomerites. How we doing? It is the Lord of the Muppets himself, King Boomer. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Although I don't know when this video is going to air, because I have had problems getting videos approved lately, so it's been kind of tough. But it is what it is. Got to follow the rules. So anyway, don't want to hear me whinge all night. See, I know that word too. This one comes off of the Discord. I'm having a Discord video suggestion pick away event, I guess. But the link for the Discord is in the description below. You can join the Muppet Army, join the ranks, and you can drop videos in the video suggestion box. There's all kinds of other discussions that people are having on here. So it's a lot of fun. Check it out. This one comes from none other. Wow, I picked another one that Handman Muppet did. Handman Muppet. You are the MVP for the day, it looks like. So this one is Would I Lie to You, which is probably my favorite show from across the pond, as you guys know who have followed the channel for quite some time. This one looks like it's got James Acaster, who I've not heard of. I think the guys that embrace God, I can't even talk anymore. The guys that embrace the Suck 21, shout out to them, by the way. Go give them a subscription for me. They reacted to a James Acaster thing, and I didn't know who he was, so I didn't click on it because I wanted to keep it a surprise for in case I run into him in the future. So they got James Acaster, Lee Mack, who's great, and Gabby Logan, who I don't know either. So if you guys think that I should react to James Acaster or Gabby Logan, let me know in the comments, and let me know what they're all about. Is it worth reacting to? It usually is. Sometimes you guys say no, and I react to it anyway, because I figure why not? Give them a shot. It might be something that I personally like. You know what I mean? But this is a segment of Would I Lie to You. It looks like from the thumbnail that I clicked on that they have this young man on there, and there's going to be 3 stories from each person, James Acaster, Lee Mack, and Gabby Logan, to figure out which one of them is telling the truth and which one of them actually knows this young man. So I got real excited because I love playing this game on my own. Would I Lie to You is probably the most fun show that I've encountered across the pond. In terms of game shows, I should specify that. But in the past, when I've done reaction videos to Would I Lie to You, sometimes there's compilations, and then you hear just whoever is highlighted in the compilation, their version of a story, if they have a person standing up there on stage, and you don't hear the other 2 stories. So you immediately think that, well, that, you know, whether it's Greg Davies is highlighted in a compilation, well, then it has to be a person that Greg Davies knows, you know, that kind of thing. But here I get to see 3 different stories from the get-go and try to figure out which one is telling the truth. So I'm pretty excited about this one, and I'll give you my take once I pause it after each person tries their spin on us. Okay, so here we go. Whoops, I didn't even set it up again. God, I'm getting lazy. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, here we go, folks.
Please welcome this week's special guest, Mick. Gabby, what is Mick to you?
This is Mick, and I deliberately tripped him up during the wheelbarrow race at my son's sports day.
Okay, James, how do you know Mick?
This is Mick, and for 6 months, he was my sworn enemy when a practical joke got out of hand.
And finally, Lee.
This is Mick, he's my son, and I'm only allowed to see him every second Friday.
Yo! To make fun of an awkward and unfortunate situation, wow. Wow. I would not put that past Lee Mack either. I don't know Lee Mack's personal history, so I'm sure I could just look it up. But that's funny. I mean, it's funny and it's not, because, you don't like to see children go through that kind of stuff. But the fact that he's on, and look at his grin on his face, he's trying to hold it. Now, I think Gabby Logan's story so far is the most plausible, in my opinion. But I want to go with Lee Mack. Maybe I'm biased because of the three on this panel. I know I've seen Lee Mack in several things before. So I might be biased. And he would be the type of person that would make fun of himself in this way. So it's... I don't know. Right off the bat, I'm tossing James Acaster aside. Sorry, James Acaster, but... I hope I'm saying his name right. Let me know if I'm saying his name right. But so far, I break it down to either Lee Mack or Gabby Logan are telling the truth. But let's find out what the stories are behind these. Here we go.
Sorry, no, that's not it. This is Mick. I once took him home from nursery instead of my own son.
Okay. So that wasn't even Lee Mack's thing. Oh, well, that's a definite curveball. Now I think it's Gabby Logan is the only one telling the truth. So right now my initial guess is her.
There we have it. Is Mick Gabby's cheated child, James's feuding friend, or Lee's traded toddler? David's team, where would you like to begin?
Well, Gabby, the wheelbarrow race, you were also a competitor. What was the format of the race, and how did the accident
Your
happen?
classic sports day wheelbarrow race. Child is the wheelbarrow. I was driving my son as a wheelbarrow, and Mick's mum, Barbara, was driving him. And there's always a lot... I feel our family gets a lot of pressure on sports day, because my husband was an international rugby player and I did sport. And people always look at us as if they're the ones to beat. I always feel that added dimension of competitiveness.
You were a rhythm gymnastic, weren't you?
I was a gymnast.
Yeah, I think they're looking more at him. Carry on.
So we were in the lead, my son and I. And like in your peripheral vision, you can feel somebody coming. And as we got to the turn, they were level with us. And my son's arm buckled, and which is, for a wheelbarrow race, is a bit of a no-no. So it takes you a couple of seconds to recover. So now we're behind.
Quite painful for your son as well. Perhaps that should be the main concern.
Right.
Classic sports person. Oh,
That's a no-no! We need this!
I mean, the story seems legit to me. Yeah, I mean, let's
we got back
continue.
level with them, and I'm ashamed, obviously, about what happened next. So I can feel, these horrible thoughts coming into my mind. We could take him out. We could.
I like how he's
This is why
smirking.
we've been taking all the drugs.
And I stood on, I stood on his hand, and so I know
Deliberately?
You were thinking we should take him out.
So he then slightly buckled. So
Which is a no-no.
he got himself back into the race, and I decided that I couldn't let us win, because that could be construed in some people's eyes as cheating, standing on the opposition's hands.
In some people's eyes, physical assault.
So I had to then sabotage us, because I couldn't let us win. So I deliberately kind of pushed my son into the ground.
So you assaulted two children.
Yeah.
I kind of just, pretended to trip onto Reuben. So, and then his arms buckled, double buckle, which is a no.
No.
And that meant...
Reuben is your boy.
Yes, oh gosh, yes, yeah.
You know, the one with the face like that.
That's going to be in the thumbnail right there. That image. That's a great image of Lee Mack. Look at that. Oh, man.
All right, who would you like to speak to next?
Okay, James. So Mick became your sworn enemy because of a practical joke
That got out of hand.
that got out of hand.
Yes.
So what was the practical joke or prank?
First of all, I'll say for the record before we carry on, I hate this boy. I'm nothing but content for him, and I'm furious he's got on this show.
See, that alone makes me think that James Acaster is telling the truth. Because that's genuine right there. Oh my God. Wow.
I think I feel I can only see him every second Friday.
Great comeback from Lee Mack. Oh my God, do that again.
This boy. I'm nothing but content for him, and I'm furious he's got on this show.
I think I feel I can only see him every second Friday.
So what was the practical joke, James?
He put cabbage leaves in my bed.
How did he get in your room?
I was staying at his house.
On a sleepover? How old are you?
A few years ago.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't have been born.
He was 9.
And you were what, 31?
I was, what, 28? 29?
And how do you know him?
I know his dad. He's his son.
Yeah, watch this one be the true one. Now I'm like, I don't think so, but it would be really funny if this was the true one.
And you were staying at their house.
Yes.
Why did he put cabbage leaves? Why is that a thing?
That would have been my first
Thing
question.
until he started doing it.
Yeah.
There's something severely wrong with him. I don't know why he started.
But you say
Pulling this kind of
started doing it. Was
Yeah.
It, what do you mean start? This is a one occasion when
Oh,
you're
is it?
staying there. Well, I don't know.
This is the first of many, David. I said got out of hand. I do not use those words lightly.
So you regularly stay at the house of...
Oh, no. Oh. This little man.
Yo, his anger is convincing me that he's telling the truth. Because this seems like genuine anger for this little brat. I love it.
Does not restrict these pranks to his own house. He has no respect for anyone's privacy and will cross any boundaries available to him. I hate him with all my heart.
Yeah. So he initially put cabbage leaves in the bed you were sleeping in when you were staying at his father's house.
Yes.
Right? And then subsequently,
Yes.
he has followed you and put cabbage leaves in other places you've been sleeping.
No.
Okay? What then?
He sent me a cabbage in the post.
Yo, if all of that was true, this is one of the greatest kids who ever lived, man. Me and Queen Boomer would love to have a kid like that. Oh, God.
He sent me half a cabbage, cling filmed, in a box. I was out when they delivered it. I had to go to the post office to pick it up. There was a note inside that said, "You got cabbaged again."
So he's doing that. Did you, bearing in mind that this is a minor, did you at any...
It was a major as far as I'm concerned.
Yo, this is great. Oh, I'm loving this clip. Thank you so much, Handman Muppet. This is a great clip.
Did you at any point retaliate?
Yeah, but it took me 6 months.
What did you do?
After 6 months of this,
Well, when you say 6 months of this,
Yeah.
what is this? There's the initial cabbage leaves in the bed at his house, and there's the posted half cabbage.
Yeah.
Anything else?
His granddad cabbaged me to my face.
What does that mean?
He gave me a present. It was all wrapped up nice. I thought it was a nice present. I unwrapped it. It was another half a cabbage wrapped in cling film. Members of the public started cabbaging me. I made the mistake of talking about it on the radio, and then everyone got the idea, and I couldn't turn up to a gig without there being a cabbage hidden somewhere in my dressing room.
Well, thank God you're playing safe and not saying it on telly, eh?
Yeah, right?
So, did you retaliate?
Absolutely.
Please, please, please tell me that somebody out there who's watching this right now has sent James Acaster a cabbage. Because I would die of laughter if I found out that people actually did that to him after this and after the radio show he was talking about. Because that is so wild and funny to me, man. Please let me know if people actually started doing that to him after these appearances.
I removed all of his belongings from his bedroom and replaced them with cabbages.
That's, I would say, a disproportionate response.
6 months of my life, David. 6 months of my life of not knowing where the next cabbage was coming from. It was horrible. I had to go big. I've been cabbaged so many times. Somebody started a Twitter account, was tweeting pictures of cabbages on me every day. They said stuff like oi oi Savoy. It was horrible.
Yo, this dude's funny, man. What'd he say?
On me every day. They said stuff like oi oi Savoy. It was horrible.
And that was just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, but come on, cut me some slack.
No. I would say that anyone who can enjoy that joke about a lettuce would have to be a sociopath.
All right, on to Lee.
Lee, remind us of your story.
This is Mick. I once took him home from nursery instead of my own son.
Why did you not recognise your own son by using your eyes and knowing what he looks like?
I do recognise my own son, but we had this new pram, and the pram, I put him in the pram. He was very young at the time, because, well, you have to go to nursery. And I put him in the pram.
At nursery?
Not a pram, a push
They're in a
buggy.
pram when they're sort of tiny.
A pushchair, you make one mistake. You say lettuce, you say cabbage, they're on your back. You say pram instead of pushchair. I get to see him every other week. I'm stressed. I put him in the pushchair, and then I got chatting to all the other mums and dads and stuff. Got chatting, turned around. Little did I realise that one of the other parents had exactly the same pushchair, and because he was asleep, I just didn't bother talking to him because he was asleep. Pushed him and got all the way home. Long walk as well, because he goes to school in London and we live in Aberdeen.
How long was it before you realised?
Probably Glasgow. It was about, believe it or not, preferably do.
Yeah, that's very much the question.
Believe it or not, it was as I went into the front door and I pushed him towards my wife, who was coming towards me, and she said, "That is not my son."
But the other mother would have read.
Imagine that. Imagine that. You come home and that's not my son. That's not our son. I guess if you were the mother of the child, you would be so upset that it's not yours that you wouldn't even say our son anymore. You'd say, "That's not my son, you idiot." But I don't know. James Acaster has convinced me. I think he's the one telling the truth, man.
Yes. Child, so let's go to the other mother.
Let's go to the other mother.
What happened there?
So obviously I'm not there to see the other mother.
No, but presumably in the police interview later, you've gone through those details.
No, I knew it would be a bit of a nerve-wracking experience, so I thought I'd better play safe and just keep him, and that's what we did. We just ended up bringing up another child. So I got into the house, pushed him into the house. My wife said, "That's not my son." So I went, oh! I realised immediately what had happened, obviously. I turned round and I raced back to the school very quickly. So I got in just in time for them to go, "What are you?" And then...
So you got back just in time.
Got back in time.
Just before Mick's mother was going to start screaming, "My child has disappeared, my child has disappeared."
Yeah, because what had happened is she was getting a bit frantic, but someone had calmed her down by doing the obvious and pointing to the child and saying, use your logic here.
Yeah,
there's a
child abductors don't tend to leave a child as well.
So, David's team. Is Mick Gabby's cheated child?
I still think it's James Acaster, man. The passion and the hate in his voice, like I feel like I recognize that because it sounds like, you know, a rant that I would go on in a different accent, kind of thing. So I think it's him.
Maybe.
James's feuding friend?
Maybe.
Or Lee's traded toddler?
No.
I think that the cabbages, that is a good trick, because cabbages, when they get warmed up, stink. I also have, been to many a sports day where the parents do get incredibly competitive. I would probably lean towards Gabby.
What about you, Melvin? Which way are you leaning?
I believe Gabby, but James is just weird, so I believe him even more.
Your paranoid view seems to be the whole country's in on it. Now everyone's sending you cabbages.
Every time people laugh at me, I suspect they're my enemy, which makes my job very difficult.
Joe, this guy's crazy. Let me know what kind of reaction suggestions I could get from James Acaster, because this clip alone is making me really interested in him. He seems like a nut job, and I love it.
Gabby, you think Gabby, but James even more.
David thinks it's me, so...
Oh, I don't know. James.
You're going for James. Mick, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Mick, and I am James's worst enemy.
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! Shook his hand. That was good sportsmanship for that.
Mick is James's feuding friend, and here's the proof that is what James did to Mick's bedroom. Thank you very much, Mick.
Oh my god. That's brilliant, dude. That's one of the best Would I Lie to You clips I've ever seen. Thank you very much, Handman Muppet. That was a pleasure to react to. Yeah, initially I thought it was Gabby. But then when James started talking and you heard the anger in his voice, for me, I was like, I recognize that. This is real frustration here going on with this young kid who's messing with him. So that's why I picked him. Looks like I got it right, folks. So one for me. But yeah, I want to know if there's any types of things out there that you guys think I should react to when it comes to James Acaster, because that was my first time seeing him. I don't know who he is, and those cabbage rants were hilarious. I also want to know if people have sent him cabbages throughout the years, because this clip, how long ago was this clip? Like 4 years ago, so maybe it came out 5 years ago, who knows. But I want to know if people have been sending him cabbages for the duration of his life because of these rants about cabbages, because that would be hilarious. I want to know if any of you have sent him a cabbage, because knowing the Muppetry that goes on this channel, I'm willing to bet that at least one of you has sent this man a cabbage in his lifetime. So let me know about that. This was a pleasure to react to. I always love Would I Lie to You. It's like I said, it's my favorite game show that Britain has. So this was a pleasure. Thank you, Handman. 2 great suggestions, by the way. So you get a double thumbs up in your lordship's book. How about that? But yeah, let me know about James Acaster. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want, and be on the lookout for more reaction videos. If you want to check out the Instagram page or the Discord, the links are in the description below. You can always check them out. They're free, and come hang out and have some fun. All right, you guys, I'll see you for some more reaction videos. Peace out, and y'all have a lovely day, and stay great, please. Peace out, everybody.